And good evening. We are back on the farm doing some potato harvest. Just gotta wait for my tractor to turn around. I'm gonna empty him off. And then I've got some landscaping work to finish up at the north farm. Once we're done this field, we'll be moving over to finish my last potato field up over here. How's it going, theme park? I'm doing alright. Have my good days, have my bad days. Trying to keep myself in a more positive mindset. How's it going, House of Mouse? Welcome back. Oh, PV Mayor? Alright, well, I'll try to keep that in mind, but no promises. My brain gets a little frazzled and forgetful. I'm doing alright this evening. Just, working on the farm. Gotta finish up summer harvest. We are into the well, it's technically the start of fall, but we're into the second day of August. And, we're right in the middle of this big potato field, which is yielding very well. I've actually been putting it into storage I've made up at the northern farm. I do have to still do a bunch of landscaping up there I was working on this morning a little bit. How you doing, Bad Farmer? We're going to be working on that a little bit this morning, or this evening, because it's evening time for me. I want to get that done. Field 31, once I'm done harvesting, I'm going to sell that field back off and use that money to put into trying to get the last two fields up here at the North Farm so we can finish doing our prep work for the next round of planting. And I think I'm going to... How's it going there, Michael? I think I might switch planters out. I'm going to take the 1775 I've got from Billy, and that's going to come up here to the North Farm for planting. And then I might switch out the Bordeaux with with the DB90 I have, or with the DB90 mod, and that will stay for my South Farm. Just finished watching Jabs. Oh, nice, nice. See, I gotta do some more work in here. I'm still trying to level this out, make it look good. Once all that's done, I'll of course have the I got the potatoes. Potatoes in here. I'm gonna put sugar beets in here. I want to have one for carrots. And I might do like two more over here. Flatten this hill out and put a couple more in over here. And that way I can do, I need peanuts up here eventually. Stuff like that, so That's kind of what I'm working on. Once we got field 31 done, we've got this little field of potatoes here, which won't take too much work to get done. And after this, I'll be able to plow out that field to what its new size will be. Like I said, I'm hoping the sale of 31 will net me those two, will net me that piece of property, and we can finish extending that field setup. And we'll be in a good place for root crops. I did get the canola planted into those other two fields off camera since the last stream. Um, I'll show you that in a minute as soon as I get back to the potato field with the truck. There we go. Put this here. So I got this field all set up, ready to go. It was limed. I got it plowed together. It's now planted in canola. This field got plowed together. It's all limed, planted in canola as well. This field is now plowed together. I have not done the lime down here yet. And this will get put into a some cereal or another over here. This is going to be a cotton field. I'll probably put like potatoes or something here, carrots here, sugar beet in this field, and then I might do another one down over here eventually for peanuts or something. At least until I start to expand out property over here. Because I do need to get some more sheds and stuff in over there for equipment. So yeah, I need 200 grand. Yep, so when I sell off 31, it will net me the money I need to buy this property here. And then I can make this one big field for sugar beet. That way I have plenty of it for sugar needs, fuel, and whatever else. This will be a potato field here. Carrot, actually I might go carrots here. And then this one will get extended down this way to become a potato field up here. And there'll be nice long rows that can go through for the potato harvest. And then cotton here. Until eventually, you know, I've got money to start doing this. I'll probably pick up this one as the next property for this farm. After I get this property. That way I have this shed area down here. It'll help out with the farm because I can connect the path back in over here. I think that's going to be the route I take there. But moving a bunch of this stuff around, these will all become one field here. This will be a field. This will be a field. This field here is going to get tweaked a little bit once I fix my fence for the excavation company. I do want to get this property for another field down here, eventually these and so on. But my primary goal is to get the root crop farm finished, get it outfitted with equipment. Then I'm going to work on the grass farm, because I can easily pick up these properties over here and like this one, and it'll all be grass fields for hay, silage, and so on. All the mowing equipment will come up here. There'll be a baler up here. I'll keep a baler down here for doing straw. And that will allow me to turn this field into another cereal field instead of it being grass. That's the plan. We'll see how it works out. Alright, let's see how you're looking. Alright, we're going to get that emptied the next time it flips around, and then while we're waiting for that to fill up, I'm going to go work on the landscaping up on the north farm around those shed areas. I've got my skid steer up there with the brucks, so I can get the any trees moved I need to move. Once the landscaping's done, the buildings are placed and stuff like that, then we'll worry about doing we'll replant some nice trees around there to make it look decent. Yeah, wow, we're getting some good yield on the potatoes. Got 180,000 in storage, and I've already dropped off 100,000 at the at McCain's. McCain's. Yeah, I dropped off about 100,000 here, so we've got potatoes rolling again finally. French fries and stuff. I don't have Frito-Lay yet. That's before I go too much crazier on factories, I want to get my farms situated. At the very least, the farm up over in the north where I can move all of my other equipment up there for doing the ground crops, root crops and stuff like that. Alright, now that that's done, let's get up over here quick. Now that the sun's up, it'll be a little easier to do this. I was kind of doing it in the dark this morning. It was like, I can't see! Wow, I made a big mess of this area. I'll have to smooth that out. Again, couldn't exactly see what I was doing this morning, because it was dark out. Take these trees out now. While I'm right here with the equipment, we'll get these trees out. I think that'll do it. Alright. Landscaping, flatten mode. Alright. How's it going, Bad Bake? How you been, bud? How's the off-grid living treating you? I got a little more catching up to do, but I've been watching your videos. It's a pretty nice little setup you've got up there. I'll admit, kinda jealous. They're going alright. Good days, bad days. Hoping to try and string together more good days, but you know how that goes. You can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first. This is gonna get flattened out. Apparently I'm a little too close to that tree. Ah! Loving life in the cabin. Still haven't updated those. Kind of forgot about them. Well, I've been watching them. They're pretty decent. Give me ideas if I ever do that. That should be enough room for another shed. I'll probably take out this tree so I can flatten this off. It'll actually serve as a good access over there. This path is going to go away. I'll smooth this out some. Like this. Learned a lot watching YouTube videos. Yeah, there is a lot of... It's become really popular, and a lot of people have so many different ideas too. It really gives you a lot to work with. Sit back and go, gee, how would I do it, you know? Painting. I'd like a different texture to be able to paint this with, but this one's not too bad. Be a little steep getting up there, but I think it'll be alright. I got a message. Who messaged me? Oh, Bad Bake did. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright, painting. Where is my stone? Do that. Stone can carry through here. And along here. This will get smoothed out. I'll cut this in so it flattens out the same. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on, JD?
Good, how are you?
Oh, yeah, doing alright, I suppose. See, you jumped in with me and not in with the rest of them.
Oh, how do you know I wasn't up there first?
Actually, I think you were up there first, weren't you?
Nope.
Oh.
You're right. Well, I look at my followed channels here, and I see one is playing another game, and one's playing another game. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of into the farming thing again right now.
yeah.
I knew it would come back. The urge to play would come back eventually. It's just like there's so many games on my list.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to play? What do I want to play? What do I want to play? And then before you know it, it's like, all right, I put a couple hundred hours into this game, a couple hundred hours into that game. Now what's next on the list? And it's fall, so a lot of the YouTube. Oh, roofing from the Amish in Whitefield, nice, very jealous. Um, Kerbal Space Program, nice. I keep wanting to get into that game, but then I see Kerbal 2 on the horizon, and it's like, do I get into Kerbal or just wait for Kerbal 2?
Hey,
And
Michael.
and then there's the whole money side of it too, and with everything going on, I'm not buying any games right now. So I've been messing around with Keymailer a little bit and seeing if maybe I can get a key for this, that, or the other thing. Otherwise, I'll just stick to the games I've got.
And you got plenty of them, so
Yeah, well, I've only got like 60 on my list. And granted, that is a Steam list that has been ongoing for like 9 years. And a lot of those games came as, alright, I bought the newest Master of Orion and it gave me the 3 previous versions of the game. That type of thing.
hmm.
Oh, I was talking about Kerbal Space Program there, Fummins. I keep looking at it thinking it'd be good to get into. And then it's like, at some point maybe I'll get into it, but Kerbal Space 2 is coming up eventually. I'll just wait until that comes up or something. I've heard something about that Bad Bake with the new Parallax mod on it. I've got a lot of games on my wish list too. Construction Simulator's on there, but mostly because I played the previous version on the PlayStation, and I enjoyed it a lot. Uh, so it's like, all right, one of these days I'll pick it up when the financing thing sorts itself out, and maybe if they ever figure out disability crap. Till then, I just, you know, like I said, a lot of the YouTube channels I watch, farming channel wise, it's fall, it's farming season, so they're all making a bunch of videos, and it kind of gives me the bug to play some more farming. So we'll cut this to a height. I'll do another cut probably here at this height. Yeah, we'll do like another cut right through here. This will be a longer term goal, this section. So I will come in with my equipment in the wintertime and mess with it. But we'll make a ramp from here to here. This ramp function is so nice. Being able to make nice, smooth transitions like that. Add that into 19, and I might stick with 19. I'll be honest, the landscaping changes in 22 have been great. Fummins! Hello there, Cope. Well, it looks like this might be on the horizon. We get to see how bad I am at making Kerbals do things. I do appreciate that, Fummins. You are an excellent person. And Ryan K coming in with a rate of 5. How you doing, Ryan? How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. Can I get a shout out for Mr. Ryan? The wife has come in and given me some weird looks now. But I love it. Thank you, JD.
Yep.
Yes, yes. Um, for those of you who were in my chat yesterday, you'll know that I had my wife's cat, Kisten, the black one, bugging me for some attention and wanting some love, and he kept climbing onto this shelf right here beside me. And I kept asking him, do you want me to move that stuff around? Do you want me to move that stuff around and make it so it's a little bit easier for you to sit there? Uh, little bit easier for him to sit on the shelf. Well, I cleaned the shelf off, and I put a towel there, and now here is my wife's black cat just sleeping beside me the entire time.
Nice.
He just jumps right up there, sits there, and he's just loving it that he's got the little shelf. Put that back down about yay. Oh, my wife doesn't give me a hard time about the games unless I'm spending stupid money on them. But I've learned. So yeah, we can add some fencing in up here. We can do some landscaping. We can get the painting out. Cut the flowers back a little bit over here. Put some sand in here. Like so. Or some gravel texture, I guess. Get this other one back out. Like that. I've got to fix this, and then that'll carry around here. But I can make a nice little path through that will lead into these fields. There will be room now for another shed here. This can get cut for a shed. Actually, this will probably get cut for 2 more of these. So I have room for carrots and peanuts. And then I can have sugar beet and potatoes here. And, once everything's done, we'll get the trees out, plant some more trees back in the places where there'll be some grass left over. I'll get in here with the fences. I actually picked up a bunch of decorative fences. Not that I didn't already have a bunch of my own, but we've got all the different fence types now. So I could do some of my fencing if I wanted to. Do some of the hedgerow fences. This might look nice right up there, but we'll mess around with that some. Ooh, maybe even those. And then I found a stone wall pack. Might be able to make some nice stone walls in here. Ooh, some of these are actually really nice. Somebody put some work into these. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll look good, I think. Some of these different options for walls.
Those do look good.
Yeah, it was a stone walls pack on the mod hub. There's no gates or anything that came with it, but it just came out the other day, I think. Not a problem, Ryan. You take it easy. Thanks again for the raid. I will try to keep your viewers entertained. Hopefully we can catch you a little bit more the next time. There was this one that came out. I haven't picked this one up yet, but it had some decent looking ones. I do want to get it, so I'll download it while I'm thinking about it. So you had this pack of fences. Had some really nice options. I kind of like this one here with the slats. Those look kind of nice. And then there was another one that I had that was... I hit the button. This one here, Top Ace 888. 10 paintable walls for the build. Were they? Yeah, see, because it was all of these. Oh, by paintable it just means different options, but they're pretty
Do
nice.
do we know of any news? Was there any news that came out today for the platinum?
Billy was showing off earlier. There had been a fact sheet today.
Yep, I saw that.
I didn't actually look through it yet, but there was a fact sheet collection that came out today. Got a new Komatsu feller buncher. Shows this 65 centimeters. That's about 26-inch trunk width, which is a pretty big tree.
I wonder
Uh,
if that's for the bigger trees. I wonder.
yeah, that's what my guess is, because I mean that'd be a big tree trunk. You also have a new off-road Manitou forklift coming, which looks really good. I like that. It's a bigger forklift too, so hopefully it'll be able to handle some of the heavier pallets better than the in-game Manitou.
They got a new harvester.
Yeah, there's a mod that came out today. Um, it was a no, not that site. This site, dummy. Dum 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 dum. Second page. The Lizard Colossus pack. Basically, they took what looks like the ideal, made it Lizard branded. Yeah, that looks like the ideal. Um,
Hmm.
and they gave it a 15,000 or a 72,000 liter capacity.
Wow. Huh. I'm surprised they let that go through.
And it's like fully colorable too. Make it lime green if you want to. It's got basically all the base game colors in it. But new Globetrotter Volvo truck. And then they also had this Felix forwarder. You've got the arm to put them into your log bunk and then drag the logs around. So those came out as information, but I don't know if anything came from TwitchCon, to be honest. This morning, Billy went live. I was sitting in chat with him, and poor Billy, I unfortunately started snoring in his chat, so they had to move me. I completely passed out. I kind of like half woke up, looked at Discord, and went, "Oh, I got moved. Oh, oh, my bad, Billy." Like, it's like I sent him a message going like, "Sorry, Billy." Uh, and then I basically went and just passed out after that. I was like, "Yep, time to. That's my cue. Time to go lay down." I went and laid down, passed out for a couple of hours. I didn't get very good sleep last night. It was just a not good night for me. Happens, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, I did manage to get a little bit of sleep. I'm not gonna be up too late tonight. And then what I'm gonna do is I got a bunch of errands to run tomorrow, and then I might trying to keep a more consistent stream schedule even if it's only just for a couple of hours a day instead of these crazy marathon streams I would do.
Oh yeah, what do you what's your schedule, you think?
I've just been trying to do a couple of hours a day when I'm
Oh.
up. Like now I'm up, I'm not feeling too bad, so I'll stream for, maybe 4 or 5 hours or whatever, and then I'll call it at that and take a break to, not overdo it. And hopefully if I do that it will help with my back issues to not be so bad that I sit there and then spend, stream and then spend 3 days writhing in pain because I accidentally streamed for too long and wasn't paying attention to my back. I have that nasty habit. Yeah, we can kind of straighten this out a little bit. We'll get in here at some point and do a better job with this, but I think this is shaping up pretty nicely. I'll have these two. There'll be plenty of room to come in and around. You'll be able to bring some equipment up this way into this shed nice and easy. This can be like my harvesting stuff for the potatoes and things like that, the root crops. This will probably get cut off harsh in a wall. I'll fill in this back here a little bit where this is. Shape that up a little bit better, and then you'll have a nice, thank you for that hydrate there, Mr. Vito, and the stretch. Welcome in. How are you doing this evening? But, yeah, I think this will shape up to be a nice little farm, and then I can do all my root crops, cotton, things like that. Doing alright this evening there, Vito. Kids are with my mother-in-law. It's just me and the wife. Kind of laying out the north farm here, how I want to set things up. As soon as we're done harvesting field 31, I'll be able to sell that one off because it's kind of in the middle. I don't really have, it's far away from all my other farmyards, so I don't really want to, go crazy and keep a bunch of these fields. Plus, it's a decent-sized field, so if I do fertilizing or planting or harvesting contracts on it, it'll be worth a little bit more money. I know one of my long-term goals is I want to pick up this property where these 3 small fields are, and I think I can fit coals back here and like a Whataburger or something over here. I was kind of messing around with how it might fit. I might have to do a little bit of work on this stream area, but I think I can fit a couple of buildings in here, and then I'm probably going to take out 52 for another sell point in the future. I just got to look and see all the different sell points that Dave has added. I'm not, I'm a little out of the loop. Yeah, Aldi's one of the ones I want to put in. I think I can almost get Aldi onto this field. Yeah, I can get Aldi onto 52 with a little parking area. So that might be where that goes. And then I was thinking like Starbucks over here maybe. Kohl's can go back in here. And then I might even be able to do like Taco Bell and Subway in here so that they're kind of in the front where the, kind of on the strip where the other fast food restaurants are and shopping type centers. And then I also have a selling point for the donuts that I'm going to set next to probably Starbucks. I think, yeah, it's one of Dave's. I don't know if it's Whataburger or what it was, but I want to say it was Whataburger. Yeah. Whataburger. So I think I should be able to fit a couple of these in here. You know, I can kind of maybe put one over here and then get two of them in here. Put coals in the back here, especially if I take out some of these trees on this side. And then all these will fit over here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to orient it. I might do it like this. Orient it like this, and I can kind of tuck it in here a little bit. Then that'll be the different cell points I need. I think I already own the firehouse. The only thing I don't really own right now, I believe, is the tailor shop and the bowling center. But yeah, we're about done this field, which is good. Hey JD, while you're here, you might know, is there a way to reset the rocks or the stones on the map without having to just pull them all off by hand? Aluminum sheets come out of, are you on this map or you're on county? Either way, the aluminum sheets on county and on county they're gonna come from Alco. Oh, Satisfactory. Yeah, that's right. You're in Satisfactory. Aluminum sheets come from smelters via a whole bunch of different bauxite productions. There's a whole series of how that all works out. Satisfactory interactive map. Trying to make a hover pack. Planner, production planner. Aluminum. You need the Alcat aluminum sheets. So it kind of looks like this. You need a coal miner for a refinery to make alumina scrap and alumina solution, which goes into a foundry with silica to make aluminum sheets. Obviously, you need quartz into a constructor for the silica. You need the aluminum ingots and copper ingots to make the sheets. So you'd also need a water extractor and a bauxite to make the alumina solution. Yes, it's called bauxite in Satisfactory. Well, and in Farming Simulator.
There's that density map stone file that's in your save game. That would be the one that you could
Just
probably
delete it and...
Yeah, you probably. I mean, I would delete it and just make sure that it's gonna make a new one. You know what I mean? Before you.
Well, what I'll do is I'll start a new save on county, or I'll start a new save here, and then I'll just transfer that stone, the density file.
Yeah.
So it
density
is
map stones is what it is.
Density map stones. Density map stones right here. Yeah, the GDM file. Okay. I will make another save on Wolf Creek, and then I'll just transfer that stone file over. Make a note so I don't forget which one it is. Because then I'll be in 3 days going, hey, JD, which one was it you said again? That's how it goes. But yeah, I've already got all of these. As soon as I harvest the soybean off of 39, this field's all getting put together into one big field. So I'll have a field here, field, These two are gonna get combined as soon as they're harvested. Um, so I'll have this field, this one here, this one I've already stretched 72 out. So it should start getting me to a point where I've got significant yield on the crops I need. Once I'm done harvesting the blueberries, these are going to disappear and probably turn into more coffee for the eventual coffee factory or olives. I might go into olives for extra olive oil. And then I'll keep the grapes for making wine. I'm not going to extend the grapes any. And I want to switch out the coffee, or not the coffee, I'm probably going to switch out whichever one of these it is for the olives until once I get rid of the blueberries, it's not going to matter. It'll just make it a lot easier to be able to sit here and go, oh, it's this one for this crop instead of trying to guess which one's the blueberry and which one's the olive.
Yeah, right. I just wish they would fix courseplay for the coffee.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't even have courseplay in right now.
Oh, I'd be using my, you know, placeable orchard thingies if I didn't have courseplay for those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get a rack as well for the potato products and I'm gonna stick it probably over here. For these to get stored for the McCain products. I've got cereal backing up that I need to get moved, so I am gonna need another forklift over here at some point. Eventually. But yeah, we're
Ooh,
making some progress.
they got an update for courseplay. I wonder if they fixed it.
Dave never did end up getting the yeah, he never got the large um tailor shop done, did he? What was the name of it in 19? Made the
No, he
sacks and stuff like that.
FM Textile. That was
I don't remember what the name
it was
of it is.
17, wasn't it? FM Textile. That was 17. Was it? Did he make that in 19 too? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called in 19. I never played in 17, so... As hard as it is to believe, I've only been around the community for 2 years.
Yeah, which when we were talking about the other day, I still can't believe that.
It's been 2 years already.
It just seems like way longer than that to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like... COVID really, it felt like it stretched on and on and on, so really what was just a year for COVID felt a lot longer, like several years just because nothing, you'd wake up every day and it just felt like, oh, it's another day, but before you know it, it's been an entire year and you're sitting back going, oh, where did the year go?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So I think that has a lot to do with it. If it hadn't been for COVID, it feels like time would have gone by faster, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now that Dave's not updating the map as much, I've been tweaking little things here and there to not have some of the map quirks that have frustrated me. Like the construction site over here, I shoved everything off the edge of the road in the map so that my tractors would stop hitting it. Yeah, I put the barricades inside the edge of the...
Yeah.
It's like, alright, that's it. I don't have to worry about Dave updating the map and screwing with this, so I'm gonna just shove these aside. Some point I've got to sit there and look for a bunch of the extra, oh, look, he's done finally. I got to sit there and look for all the extra collectibles I don't have yet. Yeah, I got a pretty good yield off of this field.
Speaking of yield, I didn't realize how much he has the yield set up for peanuts. Oh man.
Is it really high?
I planted this monster field in peanuts, not knowing that, and I'm probably gonna have I don't even know how many millions.
Oh, that's good to know. It helps me lay out my fields up in the north there.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I have planters yet. Eventually, I will need a peanut field up there somewhere. So it's like, how do I want to lay out the fields? And if that's the case, now I know I don't need near as many peanuts. How's it going, True Melee? Yeah, I'm trying to moderate myself. Keep it to a couple of hours and see how it works out. I mean, obviously, it's been nighttime, it's been daytime, it's been early morning, mid morning streams, which just kind of is how my sleep schedule goes, unfortunately. But hopefully, I can at least get to a semi regular couple of hours a day here and there type of thing. Maybe it'll also help my YouTube statistics for watch hours. People aren't going to be as, maybe they'll be a little more inclined to watch shorter streams on YouTube since I'm too, well, I don't have the time in the chair, so to speak, to be able to edit the videos down. Yeah, that's my goal. Instead of going weeks on end without streaming because I've overdone it, or stream for a couple of days and then I'm a week recovering. Hopefully, if I keep it to shorter times, I can do more more days out of the week type of thing, and ultimately get more accomplished. I'm hoping. Yeah. Unfortunately, I also have like the seasonal issues to deal with. When the seasons change, it can really mess with me. Like, I can already feel it messing with me right now, the season's changing, because my back is starting to... Well, not just my back. My hands have been swelling up like Vienna sausages. And I'm pretty sure I need to go in and get my right hand looked at. Oh, it was probably a month and a half ago now. I got frustrated at one point and punched the door frame beside me here, and I think I might have broken the knuckle or cracked a bone or something, because it hurts like hell, and it's been a month and a half. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this one right here. It snaps and pops all kinds now too. It never used to snap quite that much. Yeah. Whoa, pay attention. Car. And then, hopefully, I don't know, I might, depending on how our, errands go tomorrow, I'm going to try and get the sign work done and the park rearranged to add Miss Becky's memorial to the park with Desiree's. I spent a little bit of time this morning with Farmer Chucky going over kind of what I was envisioning, working out, getting some of the images from him, like that are gonna go into the sign work. Just talking with him a little bit, catching up, because apparently he's been having his own share of issues. It's sad. That poor family. I can't imagine what they've been through. Yeah. Yeah. 2 months. I wish it had only taken 2 months for me. I'm out of work 2 years next month. And I'm still fighting. And the last I heard from the lawyer who's fighting my case, it's going to be 1 to 2 years before the trial date in order to fight our case in front of a judge to override the denial on the disability. Because they claim I can, work consistently 50 hours a week doing a job that doesn't exist in my area, walking around plants and doing work, when I can't spend an hour walking around my house. So, hey, to each their own. Hopefully by the time we get to trial, I've got my doctor situation squared away, a final diagnosis, because none of the doctors have wanted to put ankylosing spondylitis as my diagnosis, even though I have, every single one of the symptoms, including the unmistakable spondylitic formations on my spine in the MRIs. It's crazy, too, because every specialist I've been to has looked at the MRIs and said, well, it's not, it's a combination of arthritis and other things and blah, blah, blah. And I go, could it be ankylosing spondylitis? Because I've also got the autoimmune and this and that. And they go, well, yeah, but you didn't have the BLA 27. I go, yeah, but that's only there in 80% of cases. What about the fact that I've got the spondylitic formations, I've got all of these other symptoms, the straightening of the spine that's a symptom of ankylosing spondylitis from my shoulders to the base of my skull. It's actually, instead of being curved backwards like this, my spine is moved forward and starting to go this way, which is what ankylosing spondylitis does. I go, so if it's not, what else do these symptoms fit that would match my situation? And they go, well, it'd be ankylosing spondylitis. I go, okay, can you call it that finally? Well, not without this. You suck. Settlement hearing stage for your injury at work. If I didn't get your right under work injury as well. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the other side of this is I was working for myself. I was self-employed at the time, so when it comes to anything like unemployment or short-term disability, those things, I don't have any of that stuff. So it's like, this really sucks. Alright, so 31 is done. We are going to go in, whoops, up here, farmlands. We will sell this one off, because I'd bought it a season and a half ago and ended up putting it into other product. But we're going to buy this one here because this will tie in with this farm. And now my farm doesn't have this weird just field off in the middle of nowhere. We now have this, which means I can extend this. We will grab and do the tree work while we're waiting on that harvesting to be done up there. And kind of follow along that path. We'll have to smooth all of this out, of course. And there's going to be a path along the outside edge. And then we can plow this all out, get it all limed, prepped, ready to go. Before I do this, let's paint this. Movie night with the family, just wanted to check in. Awesome. Enjoy your movie night with the family. It's important to spend time with the family. We will catch you later, True Melee. And if you ever want to try and watch my streams back, they're either here or they're on my YouTube channel, which you can get to from here if you really want to see what I've been up to. And that goes for everybody in chat. I do have a YouTube channel where all my VODs go after they leave Twitch.
So you're saying that you can get here from there?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm being
Oh.
stupid.
Oh, yeah. The whole...
From here, yeah.
You can't get there from here. We're going to enable the access check, which will tell me when I'm hitting the property line. Very handy, so I know as I'm painting this path in where the property line lies. And then that'll kind of tell me where I can put my field edge. Because I know that property line is going to hit right over here. Alright, have a good night, True Melee. Like I said, take it easy. Spend some time with the family. And we'll always be around in the future somewhere. Alright, so I can do this now. Grab this. Do that. Plants. Fix this. Painting back to here. Someone's sending me messages. Nope, I don't want to go that big. I just want a small path for the moment.
I'm sorry, but
alright, so no problem.
I hate all landscaping in game.
Why? Because
it's just in the editor. It's just so much easier. It's like, plus there's an undo button. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I can never get it right. I like loathe it so bad.
See, I don't mind it too much. But I've done a lot of it, so you know, you with the more you've done, you kind of get a little more proficient at it.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I'm also in one of those situations too, where it's like a lot of times, if I were making my own map, it would be one thing. I probably would be a lot more proficient with the editor. You know, so I don't know a lot of the key shortcuts to be able to. All right, I'm gonna jump from this point to this point. I know there's a button combination you can hit where you can still move around while you're in the landscaping mode, but I can never remember what it is, so I'm always click on the landscaping mode, do a little bit of landscaping, click it off, move the camera, do a little... So, in my case, this is just easier for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know, it is for a lot of players, it's just... I can't stand it.
And at the same time, I also like... You know, if I do something in the editor, the next time Dave overrides it.
Right.
You get that to work with too, so it's like, alright, I'll just stick to doing it this way. It works. I can get by.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta put the groceries away. We just got a grocery delivery.
Yeah, no worries. Don't want groceries going bad. They're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that inflation that doesn't exist. Because while you're paying more for some products, you're paying less for others. No, we're not. Alright, where do I want to lay this into? Because I can basically come to right up in here. This gets really steep, so why don't we have the path kind of come off here? You know, it can tie in back here. Not only that, too, yeah. Exactly, the contents of the packages are getting smaller, too. That doesn't help. We'll go up this way. I'm going to cut the top of this hill down a little bit. Maybe we'll actually kind of follow this back this way. Yeah, because you get kind of steep up in there, so we can kind of go like this. Wow, this is going to have to get shaved down after I cut the trees off. That's really steep right there. After I get this done, we'll kind of go back in afterwards with the other textures a little bit and do some work on this. But now I'll know which trees to take out. Alright. Like that. Now we can come back in here. Fix the grass a little bit. Yeah, this is going to get smoothed out a bit through here. Paint all that green at some point. Like that. At least fix the grass along the edge. I'm not worried about the grass in the middle because it's going to get taken out anyway. There's that. Grass through here. Once I get the trees out of the way and stuff, we can go through and kind of do a little bit of mixing of some of the different textures with the gravel. There we go. Alright, let's pause. Okay, he's not done yet. That's good. Yeah, we can put carrots over here, or maybe even peanuts over here. But I don't know. I don't need peanuts yet. Yeah, we'll make this one carrots for now. Once we get another field up over here, we can turn this into peanuts. Potatoes will be up here, sugar beet, cotton, and then we can probably plant like carrots around this area after we buy this farmland. We can do some, we'll do a carrot field and we'll shape it right around the buildings. Minus a little path that'll come up over here. We can do a carrot field here and one up over here or something like that. Wow, the hoses freak out on this thing. Alright. Yeah, this will make a nice little field, I think. Because August right now, we don't have anything else to plant this month other than the canola, which is already in the ground. That's good. We'll have time to get crop off. Or we'll have time, I should say, to get fields ready for the next set of crop to go in the ground up in this area. Field 10 is good to go already. It's been limed and plowed out to the right size. We will need to get the other field done, but we've got crop in a couple of those spots to get rid of first. So we'll have to do that. We do have to go take some time, too, to get productions topped off. We got a lot of water we need to carry, and some other stuff we need to get done. Plus, I have the residual harvest that got brought into the silo at the main yard. We need to get that divvied out. Whoop! Don't want to leave that. Might run out of room in this thing before we get done cutting all these trees. Oh well. If we do, we do. Come on. No, tree, dude. Tree. There we go.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, JD.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't tell you about my furnace.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, every year lately we've had problems because ever since we got a hybrid hot water heater instead
Yeah.
of the indirect, we shut the furnace off now in the summer.
Yeah.
And every time we go to start it up in the fall for the winter, it's gives some leaking, relief valves, all kinds of stuff blowing out, expansion tank.
Oh,
So
lovely.
yeah, so anyway, so there's a puddle. We had it on like last week. Yeah, last week. Puddle, and then it was fine, and then all of a sudden on Monday there was a puddle all over the floor. So the guy comes and he has to fix it. He puts a new some kind of pressure valve in that blew, and then He also put a new aquastat in because that had fried. The temperature thing had fried, so we need a new
Yeah.
aquastat. Let's put that in. Then the guy leaves. Everything was fine. Whatever. A couple hours later, it's leaking. The floor's all wet again. It's leaking all over the place.
Wow.
Call the guys back in the morning, and they say, okay, we're gonna send one of our more experienced guys out to look at it. And he took a look at it for 5 minutes. He's like, yeah, the leak is coming from where your hot water coil is, that you don't use anymore. But he
Mhm.
said, in order to fix this, he said, we're going to have to take out the coil, and we're probably going to snap the bolts. And the plate that we're going to put, that we could put on the coil is like $400. And then, you got another $200 in various parts. And then he's like, so your leak, you said you're looking at $1,000 minimum, and that's if everything goes perfect getting it out, which he's like, it's not going to.
Wow.
So he's like, really, you probably should think about getting a new one.
Damn.
So since it's from 1993 and it had been
Yeah,
running.
I mean, you've got 27 years on it. 29 years on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea to get a new one. You can get one that's much more efficient because they are
Right.
nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's a great expense to have right as heating season's starting to ramp up and everything else.
I mean, because in the wintertime here, if it's like the coldest months, like January-ish, February,
Mm-hmm.
I could be filling up once every 3 weeks. And I keep the house. It's not like I keep the house. I keep the house at 65.
Yeah. See, I'm amazed at how little uh fuel oil we go through. The Brux chipper. Yeah, exactly, CJ. The Brux chipper is available on the SGA, the Sim Game Alliance website. Exclamation SGA in chat will get you the link. You will have to create an account. You can come over to the mods folder here. Go to the FS22. Looking for Big Daddy. And it's the Brux all-in-one right here. So yep, Bad Farmer got you the link right there, and it would be this one right here. You'll like I said, you'll have to make an account for this to be able to for the download button to show up. But I mean, the thing works great. You can put it on any piece of equipment. You can tilt the mouse control so you can go directly into tip triggers if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know if Darius remembers, but I was complaining because in May when the price was,
Yeah,
I think it was 6.49 or 6.59 a gallon. That's what I paid to fill up in May, which I was low and I should have called them and said, hey, don't come, but I stupidly didn't, and they came and filled it up. I'm on automatic delivery, and yeah,
yep,
6.49 a gallon. Are you kidding me? Like 3 times the cost of what it usually is, at least
yep,
double.
yeah. I don't know what it's up to right now in my area. I think it's over 4 somewhere, but
It's 4.49 at my place.
uh, I know the gas prices went up 20 cents this week.
Yep, same here. Just exactly that.
Yep, gotta love it.
So it's like there's still water all over the garage floor of the furnace, where the furnace is. Still, it was still
Wow.
leaking. It's been shut off for 2 days now.
Pressure in the pipes.
Well, right.
It'll take a while to seep out, and if you don't have a complete shut off on the water going into the coil, it's going to keep dripping.
Which I think I did shut that off. I think so. Hopefully, I got that now. I don't know. We'll see.
It's crazy. I have what the guy I used to do all that home improvement work for. He had the same issue on his furnace because he didn't use the furnace during the summertime really
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for heat. And what would happen is the the valves on the furnace, or a couple of the fittings where it goes into the furnace, would drip a little bit, and I mean a very little bit. Like you could probably put some paper towels underneath it, and it would catch it for the next couple of days. Um,
Mhm.
but the minute you fired the heat up for the season, it would stop leaking because the pipes would swell with the heat and stay closed. The minute you left,
Yeah.
though, it would, when you shut it down in the springtime, and it would, the pipes would cool down, they'd shrink and they'd start to seep just a little bit.
Mhm.
And of course, he'd freak out. The furnace is leaking. The furnace is leaking. It's like, dude, you could literally put a solo cup underneath that, and it would never run out. It would evaporate by the time it filled the cup up. Like, relax. But I called
Yep.
the furnace guys in. They took a look at it and they go, "Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. The minute the uh, furnace starts to cool off, those pipes will seep a little bit because they shrink." I go, "Yeah, it's thermal expansion. That's what it does. That's how that works. Temperature does cause pressure to increase and cause things to swell, especially when it's metals." Um, but yeah, I mean, he would sit there and like freak out that, oh my gosh, my whole house is gonna get full of mold, this and that, and it's like, you really, dude, you could literally aim a fan at this and never notice that it's leaking because the fan would dry it.
Mhm.
It's like, relax, dude. Chill
Yeah.
out. It ain't the end of the world. Um, but he ended up getting a. Well, one of the other reasons we had him come in is we wanted to turn the furnace to block off where it was sitting, because basically the basement used to just be like a spare area, but he kind of turned it into a big game room type setup. And when you were sitting in there with the furnace running, it would kick on and it had just like louvered doors in front of it. And the louvered doors let so much of the sound out of that area that it was very loud in the rest of the basement. So
Mm.
basically, we blocked it. We turned the furnace 90 degrees. They did all the work on the plumbing, fixed it all up and everything else, and it allowed access from the side of the furnace area, underneath the staircase, and there was a utility room right there anyway. So you can just walk in the utility room, close the door behind you, and the furnace is right there. Plenty of room to be able to access it all and service it. And then now you've got sheetrock blocking the sound from the rest of the basement. But to turn the furnace 90 degrees and fix the leaks, they charged him something like $2,800 or something crazy.
Wow.
And they were there. I mean, they were there 4 hours. They had two guys there for like
Wow.
4 hours. I'm like, wow, they hosed you, dude.
Mhm.
But he just sat there and said, well, it's not leaking anymore. It's turned. The sound can get deadened. I don't care. I'm just glad you don't care. I'd be
Yeah.
pissed.
Right.
But, I mean, that's the way it goes. And then, of course, my back went out. I couldn't keep working for him. And unfortunately, somebody else did take over working for him. And yeah, let's just say his bathroom is so bad right now, you almost have to gut it and start over.
Hmm.
And because this guy bought all the materials and the contractor was just charging labor, the contractor's insurance refused to fix it
Oh wow.
because his insurance would only cover the materials, not the labor.
Mm.
It's like, that sucks. That's why you've got to really check your umbrella policy and make sure you're getting the right one. I used to carry a $2 million umbrella policy that would cover any damage, uh, lost labor, lost material replacement costs, whatever, in the event something happened. And it only cost me $50 a month, so yeah, it's cheap insurance. I don't know what this other guy had, but
Well, especially with all these people out there nowadays with that stuff.
well, the state of Maine right now, when you go to the Attorney General's website, is refusing to accept new contracting fraud cases because they're so booked up with contracting fraud that they can't prosecute everybody.
Wow.
This guy's now on a list. It might be 2 to 3 years before they even look at his case. Because the Attorney General's office is that bad. They're so far behind. It's like, that sucks. Because you don't require any licensing for general contractor in the state of Maine.
That's right. I remember you saying that.
Mm-hmm. And he got taken for something like $50,000 worth of labor on this bathroom. Can't use
Wow.
the steam shower because it leaks all over the place. He never grouted any of the tile work in the shower, so you can't even use the regular shower because it's just going to seep right through the tiles onto the backboard. The tiles are apparently so cockeyed that it's been known to make people dizzy walking in and looking at them. Like when you're sitting down to use the toilet, looking at the tile work will make you dizzy because they're so off. It's like, wow. that is, I mean, I feel for the guy, I do. I've been trying to contact some people I know to see if anybody knows a good contractor that won't do the same, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Actually take care of this guy, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. And I guess what he's looking to do is finish the renovations on the house. He's got, well, he's going to get the bathroom fixed now, and then he's got a couple of other little odds and ends to finish up, and then the house is basically renovated, and he's looking to turn it for a profit and move back down to Philadelphia, where he's from. Uh, and his lawyers are basically telling him that if he goes to sell, he might have to take a loss on the house and sell it with a disclaimer on the bathroom.
Hmm.
It was bad enough. Apparently, the state plumbing inspectors were called in on this.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Because the guy never pulled any plumbing permits. That you
What's
have to
that?
be licensed for. That you need permitting for. Electrical, HVAC, and plumbing. You need licensing and permits. But to frame out a house, paint a house, sheetrock a house, all that stuff, no permits, no qualifications, nothing. Just a general building permit. When you're doing like new construction renovations, they basically don't even care. Unless you're doing major structural renovations. And then it's like a $10 building permit.
Hmm.
All right. How's it going, Olson? I'm doing all right. Yep.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll be able to leave the... Ooh, that's right. I need to make a spot for sugarcane, too. I want a bigger field of it, and I want it up in the root crop area. Almost forgot about sugarcane. Where are we going to put sugarcane up there? So I got the cotton, I got the sugar beet, we've got the potato section. I don't really need carrots right now because I don't have any productions that use them, so I think... Oh, that's going to be a really awkward space to put it in because of the hills. I might have to manually harvest that. I guess it is what it is, but... Can't sleep, so you're trying to find a new trailer for your save? What kind of trailer? Dump trailer, hopper bottom trailer, side dump. Whoa! Squirrely! All over the place. Oh, a super bee, something like that. Yeah, there are some around. Alright, we'll leave you there. You need to top off the 2 productions over here. Not too extreme and no errors or warnings. Yeah. I'll be honest, I haven't really looked at super bees. But that might be an option. That might be something I start looking at here because I want to, the hopper bottom I got from Billy's really nice, but it would be nice to have a super bee potentially. Then I could have maybe like a single, the trailer, I'd be able to carry 4 if I had lower capacities, but potentially 4 hoppers worth. Alright, we're going to, load this up with gravel quick. I've decided this one on the end here, and I think this one here, I've got them set off to stop taking diesel and stuff like that. I want to empty them down and switch those 2 over to sand. You used the lusty tippers in 19, you loved it. One that you have is out. A lot of warnings, you're not good at XML work. Yeah, that's the unfortunate side of things is some of these modders just put out absolute bad mods. It's like, do you even test? But they do it to get the click and the download. It's like, really? Alright, that'll start picking that up. Get some product into there. Come over here. We're probably going to have to manually finish harvesting that. See, I just like the way this trailer looks so much that I don't know if I want to... Where's Alpaca? He needs to make a Super Bee trailer that looks like this one. Alright, you should be able to make it down here on your own. We will finish this harvest ourselves. long as I get the majority of them, I don't care. And then we're going to leave the topper up here. The rest of the harvester will come back with us. Because I'll need it for sugarcane, carrots, down at the other farm, sugar beet. I'll need to do that down there. Not a big deal. Yeah, hey, Kirsten, you're really liking that spot. Holy cow. What do you think? Where can we put a sugarcane field, chat? This is kind of a tough one. Not to brag, but you just beat your old high school chess champion in 5 moves. Those karate classes finally paid off. Nice. I like it, drive-by. Welcome in. I imagine you're probably just popping in to drop some dad jokes and be on your way, but in the meantime, I do appreciate you popping in. Love me a good dad joke. Being a father of 2 myself. There we go. This will finish this field off. We'll get it plowed out nice. It might serve as the interim sugarcane until I can find another spot.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. I almost forgot about sugarcane. I'm going to have to find a spot to put that. Oop, forgot how steep that was. Mistakes were made, chat. Forgot how steep I made that hill. Whoops. Come on, you can do it. You're the little tractor that can. We'll leave the home topper up here for now. Eventually I'll get self-propelleds, but they're expensive. Alright, you can Set a destination of my farm. And I need you. Hey JD, do you know of any good super beam hopper bottom trailers?
No, I just use the in-game one that's modified, capacities.
Nah.
Which I need to have a little talk with Mr. Alpaca about. I think it would be him. Or Dave, I don't know. Probably Billy.
Which
The
what? Why?
the peanut factory.
Yeah.
The trigger is a little too high for those trailers for unloading the
Ah,
peanuts. You gotta drop it down a little bit.
that would probably be Mr. Alpaca. Or Dave, I guess, yeah. One of the two. Alright, get this into the farmyard. Yeah, that's gonna come out, and I'll probably end up with putting something there. I don't know what yet. Maybe I'll move this big shed of mine over there instead. Did you see Billy updated his water tanker?
Oh,
Yeah, I found a water trailer, or another trailer that had the, it had the rounded, or the concave image. Billy was able to take that, and use it to put the alpaca on the back of the trailer. Because I'm like, you should have like a
nice.
giant alpaca on the back of the trailer. And he goes, it's concave, so he couldn't figure out how to get it to bend properly. And then I was scrolling through the in-game mod hub at one point and came across it, and I go, look, oh, perfect, right there. It's got the concave. He goes, oh, great. I sent him the mod. He yanked the plane off of it and was able to get it to put on the back of the trailer. So boom, big old alpaca.
Uh-oh. So I guess the olive harvester isn't working with courseplay.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Let's say, isn't that a base game one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll admit, as cool as it seemed at first, they are pretty time consuming to sit there and do all of those rows and stuff.
Yep. Oh, those are ready for. Oh.
I think I'm going to take a page out of Billy's book and bump up the capacities on those just a little bit.
Capacities, speeds. Might as well do it all.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
me.
not worried about the speed per se, but it'd be nice if I could do the capacity and do more than 2 passes before I gotta dump the stupid thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, if I can't figure out this olive thing, I'm in trouble.
End up having to do it manual, old school.
Right, because I already do the coffee manual, because I was like, yeah, whatever, I can do the coffee manual, one thing, no problem, but two of them?
I'm sure they'll get around to it. Might not be right off, but I'm sure it's on their list, you know?
Well, that's what I wonder. I wonder if it was working in the older version and the new version broke it, you know what I mean? The olives, anyway.
Could be. That only holds
How
8?
fitting, how fitting the nut that made the peanut factory. Yep.
Yep, indeed. Yeah, I've got a ton of equipment down here. I'm gonna have to get brought up to that north farm eventually, because that's where it's gonna end up staying. But in the meantime, I mean, if we're gonna pull the plow out and do it, I'm heading up to the north farm anyway, so I guess I might as well accept. Accept. I was just getting ready to pull the plow out and head up north with it so I can start working on those fields. Might as well do a few contracts on the way. And away we go. There's my 7R with that. That'll work out just fine. Go start with field 44. That'll only take a second. We'll set the worker off on 31 after that, and I can do some of the sculpting for the field extensions over there. And then when 31's done, we'll go hit 26 and start working on, yikes, working on having a big friggin' disaster. Shut up. Really? Here you go. Take them apples. You like that? Here. Kiss my butt, dude. You piece of shit car. Honk at me. I wish they weren't on a spline. It'd be so much nicer if you could just yeet them into oblivion.
Hmm.
Alright, we'll turn up this way here to get to 44. It's a warm one tonight. At least where I am, anyway. My computer's not too hot. That's another thing. I might tweak the train as well at some point.
Faster.
No. I'm gonna get rid of the log and flat ones for more of the other, uh, containers, cars.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can get a little bit more, product variety on if I need to. I mean, the speed's not bad when you need to use the train. It's not like it takes you a ton of time to use the train. But when you've
Mm-hmm.
got like 3 different products and you've got 200,000 of this and 100,000, 150,000 of that, and then another one, suddenly you don't have quite enough cars to get them all on the train and you end up having to make 2 trips. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, I might look for a good Super B mod. A little extra capacity. Granted, I mean, I know Billy's goes to 100 grand, but again, the extra hopper is more diversity of product. Especially when you're making deliveries with to factories and you need like 50,000 over there and 30,000 over here. Put a little bit more on the truck, go make a couple of deliveries and come back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on PC, Olson? Or well, yeah, I'm assuming you're on PC because you were saying that there's warnings on a lot of the Super Bs. So I guess it would make sense if he was on PC, wouldn't it, dummy? I like to berate myself. Alright, he's going to go on there. We'll collect on this one. And let's take a look quick. So I thought I'd seen one at one point on the in-game mod up. Yeah, the Wilson Pace Setter pack.
Mm.
Yeah, this Wilson Pace Setter pack. Is this the one you're looking at? Uh, no, that doesn't have quite as many options. 71, 200, 400, you think. I mean, this Wilson Pace Setter pack isn't too bad.
All right, I am out. You have a good one.
Alright there, Mr. JD. You take it easy. Third party site? Yeah. Wait, what was that on that first page? No, stop it with the pop-up bullshit. Oh, disco dance. Oh, Parzival? He usually does decent work, if I remember right, Parzival. I love how somebody put out the Distinction Super B back edition. How about the front part? Because that's what makes it a Super B. Dummy. Yeah, these are into older mods now. Oh, stop it. God almighty. I'll tell you what, sometimes this website is great. Other times, it's just an absolute disaster of friggin' pop-ups. Really? I know this one basically tends to have a lot of the same mods as the other one, but, you know, maybe, hopefully. I bet you this one's full of mods, or full of errors. I mean, it looks decent, but... Yeah, yeah, I was just saying I'm pretty sure it would. Uh, yeah, I'm guessing this is the one you just downloaded right here, Parzival, the Super B road train. I clicked the button. Thank you. All right. Well, we're in the tractor. Whee! Look, Ma, I can fly. There, I don't care about flattening the hill completely. I just want to soften the hill. Yeah, he might, Michael. It's a good possibility. Especially over here. This really needs to get taken care of right here. Let's do this. Kind of make a mess of it, and we can flatten it out when we're done. I should say smooth it when we're done. Ooh, great demand at Frost Financials. You know what that means. Gold bars. There, that's a little better. Make this go a little faster. Alrighty. I'll be a little while getting this all smoothed out, probably off camera would be my guess, because I just made a complete, utter mess of all of this, but we'll get it straightened out. There we go. That's a little better. Might have to cut that tree down to fix that spot. Oh, go faster. Want to buy faster smooth tool. Wonder how much the old gold is going for now. Can't tell if the ground's even moving in some cases. Alright, that's clearly moving. Oh, you can tell it's moving when it's got bushes on it. That just say contract finished? I think it did. Yep, that one's done. Alright. Take that contract. Field 24 is basically right across the street. We'll go do that one quick. We can go up and start working on those other two fields up north. Hello, Kirsten. Oh, am I getting finger licks? Thank you, Kistico. Happy cat right there. There it goes. Oops, took out the sign. Alright, there's that. Yeah, we'll do this into a field. We have to wait for this and this to harvest. This will be a field. This will be a field. I wonder how much that one. Oh, you're an expensive piece of property. Never mind. Yes. Yes, it is, Olson. It is, uh, useless thing. Um, it's the Caparici. I believe this came off the in-game mod hub. Get a couple different options for it. You can do different license plates on it. A couple different wheel options. Useless worker. Are you finally waking up, Kiston? You gotta give yourself a bath and then you're gonna go crazy around the house? That what you're gonna do? That's what you're gonna do, isn't it? Yeah, hi. I got a feeling eventually the cats are gonna start fighting over that shelf. saw the tail. Telescoped right up behind me. Or right up in front of me, I should say. Behind, in front. Yeah, same thing. Words. Words are hard. Yeah, it's a quick extra couple of bucks. I was just thinking that property that Field 11 is on would be a great one to do the sugarcane in, but I didn't realize it was $650,000. Well, we do have Frost Financials that just came up with it's over 50 grand. That's usually my my trigger is once it hits over 50 grand at any point, either through great demand or whatever, I go and sell off whatever gold I have. It's over 50. I got a few gold bars. Yeah, I'm going to go get this parked up at the farm. And perhaps we will make an investment into that property. That can be our sugarcane field. Yeah, that'd be a good sized field of sugarcane too. Wah! Dang it. Mistakes. Saved it. And if I remember right, Dave said he was using just the regular in-game pickup truck for doing gold bars. Because they stacked in neatly with the auto load. Let's go give her a shot. See what happens. They stack in neatly? Perfect. I'll worry about the color later. Ugh. I bumped across the tracks just right. Yeah, I'll be glad to get all of these little itty-bitty fields harvested and turned into one field, so it'll be so much easier to use. Yeah, I got a fair few of them. That's it? Long as they stay in the bed. Save some effort picking them up. I'm good with it. Coming to make a deposit. $430,000. I'll take it. And we're actually getting... Ooh. It's August. I need to look. I think it's time for meat sales. And if that's the case, I have an absolute boatload of meat. I've also got to come over here and get more salt, copper, and stuff like that for my animal food production, but while we're on the subject, let's start from the top. Yeah, see, I've still got to divvy out the wheat, sorghum, and all of that stuff that we just got from doing the harvest, the summer harvest. So we'll have to look at that. Butter is September. Cheese is September. Clothes are back in April. Honey is February. We have canola oil, olive oil. Raisins are next month. Chocolate. Furniture. I've got manure and slurry to take care of at some point. Oil is February for those. Breads are all kind of in December. They're running again now, though, so that's good. I'll have to go clean up pallets here in a little bit. Sour cream is September. Juices are January, I think, for almost all of these. Yep. February on the cereals, which is fine. February, March area. Shelving I just did. Same with the toys. Drywall is June. I don't really have any pipe, cable, or any of this stuff, so that'll all wait. January on the wine. I can go grab what I've got for fries and potato stuff quick. Because a lot of this is July time or August time for the sell point. Candles are back in June. Same with the soaps. August, yep. There we go. Grocery Mart's getting some goods. Alright. We'll be able to afford that property then, won't we? I will have to do another trip of water. Because it's topping off a lot of productions right now. Nope, I parked it over there. But let's go grab fries first. We'll get that all dropped off. And then we will, go get rid of our meat products. I don't think I'm going to fully make this turn, but... Yeah, there we go. I was hoping if I gunned it, I could pull the trailer around the corner. So now I think I am screwed. Ah, ah, ah! There we go, I'm through. I back out back here. Alright, it says I have 10,000 or 11,000 of each of those. Where? Where do I have all of this stuff stored? It's in a storage somewhere. Where did I put my storage for those? Where did I put my storage for those? I wonder. It's not in here. It's not there. It's not over there anywhere. That's pickles. That's dairy. No, not that. Pickles, fries. So there is a fries storage. There. Yeah, I can back in off the alley there, and I'll stick it right here. Alright, that still begs the question, where do I have that stuff stored? If not here. It says I have a shelf storage fries. Somewhere. I have a fry shelf storage over here. Huh! That's the McCain factory. Um. Um. Uh-huh. All right. So it's in here. Um, did Billy? I'm wondering, cause this threw me off last night. When I originally placed this factory, I could have sworn I had it very close to this edge when I placed it originally. And now, because I thought I had a bigger gap here originally. Now it's really tight and it's hard to get in here. I'm wondering if this building got moved in its I3D, causing it to shift over in the game, thus covering my point in here. I'm thinking that's what happened. Alright, experiment time. Save it up. Quit the game. We need a blank map for the stone file. So let's grab that quick. I don't think you can move it in the game after it's placed, can you? It's been a while. I can't remember all of the little functions. I mean, I have a workaround for it if I have to. Let's jump in quick. We'll see if we can move that without having to go the next step. If not, I know how to take care of this, so to speak. I thought it was strange that last night when I was messing around and bringing potatoes over there, I'm like, why? I didn't think I remembered leaving such a big gap back there, but it's been so many months, I don't know. No, it's just cell rename. Can't just pick it up and move it. I'm getting a little squirmy, but not super bad at the moment. It's good enough that... Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, hey. Stop it. Alright, we need to make a backup of save game 2. Which means you need to go away. Backup of save game 2. We also need to go to Wolf Creek and downloads. Those can move into here. Ignore what you just saw. I have projects ongoing. That can get done. Save game 4. We need the density map stones. Control C. Paste that in here. Replace. Now we also can go in. What I'm going to do is jump into the game quick. Yep, that's I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I'm kind of keeping an eye. I'm probably going to go till about 10 o'clock. We're going to jump back into the game. I'm going to sell the McCain, move it, or replace it, I should say, where I originally had it. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to open up my XML file and copy the contents back into the building. And what I'll do is if there's any discrepancy in the purchase versus sell price, I'll reimburse it to myself because I'm just simply moving the building backwards. As annoying as it is. Makes sense now because I did remember putting a storage there. Now that I'm looking and seeing that's where it was, I remembered having it there because I'd run over with the forklift and just shove the pallets in until they all went in the trigger. So 70 grand I got back. There's my thing. Was that a tier 2? Yep, tier 2. Alright. There we go, and I can redo this once I get a chance. I'll move this. So that was what? McCain was 146. I sold it for 70, so I need to give myself 76 grand back. Not a big deal. Shelf for fries. Shelf for fries. I'm not worried about reimbursement for those. I need F12 for a second to turn on super strength. Grab you. That's fine, I don't care. Alright. Now we can go PV mod storage. Let's find our fries one. There we go. We're going to save it up. Quit the desktop. I need to open up this folder. And, nope, not Wolf Creek, you dummy. Alright, and we need placeables, Control F. Help if I was typing Control F, not the other one. There's McCain. Alright, now let's grab our other save game. Placeables. McCain. And we're going to grab everything between these two lines. Control C. And now we go over here. Control V. Save that. Close, close, close. Open this back up. Loading. Do 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 do. Yeah, we'll have time to finish this off, no problem. Come on. That last 15%, just gimme. Why? Oh, what did I do? Oh, I done fucked something up. My bad. I screwed up the start and end point, I think. Alright, you've got that one. Placeable to placeable, placeable to placeable. Oh, that's right. Did I accidentally type something up here? The first, yep. Thank you, G-Man. Good catch. Yeah, when I was trying to control F. And I was hitting Shift F instead. Good catch. I gotta fix those three things at some point. Yep, there it goes. Good catch. Whoop. What was that last one that just came across? Oh, pallet fork missing. Okay, no problem there. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad you caught it, because I was like, what did I break? What did I break? Oh no. Yep, boom. All of my products are back in it. We're good to go there. Strap this down. We'll go get it brought over to, I believe, grocery for these. Yeah, they all go to Grocery Mart, so we'll get these brought over there. It's the best way to get there, going that way, I think. Yep, we'll go that way. And I will have to bring another forklift over here at some point to move pallets around on that side of the road. I mean, I can use the other one to move them around, but we got to take care of this, and we got to get rid of all of the meat from the butcher shop. And that's going to take a lot of transporting. Not a ton of money for the fries, but better than selling off the potatoes. Oh, and I need to give myself back the $76,000 from the building sale and repurchase. There we go. And now it's off to ye old butcher storage. And find out where to take all of that stuff to. I wish I had like Whataburger and stuff placed down, but I don't have that yet. I mean, I suppose I could buy the properties and start working on Whataburger. If I slow down the time, get Whataburger, Starbucks, and those other three buildings in there, then sell the meats off there, and hope I can afford to buy the property that Field 11 sits on after I'm done with that bit. Do you have any idea why my government building does not get labor from your houses? No other factories activated and plenty of power stored. With the recent changes that Dave made to all of that, I'm not 100% up to date on how all of that works. I believe the government building now serves more as a storage buffer than as a transfer point. So labor would go straight to the factories and stuff like that first, and then go to the government building. I mean, if you've got your priorities set that way, that is. Alright, let's see. If I go in here, sell points, I would need Taco Bell's 165, Subway, Starbucks, Whataburger. What's Whataburger take for products? Onions, da -da 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 -da. Some of the meats go here. Tomatoes and such. Cucumbers. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because it's going to be an expensive endeavor to try and get all of these. And as it stands now, I can buy this property and then just sell off the other stuff for the time being. Yeah, we'll pick that up. And we'll just sell this stuff off to wherever we can sell it to. So let's go down to meat. We're going to start with sausage. It's grocery, grocery. Alright, it's all going to the grocery mart. How's it going, KW? How you feeling today, bud? I has a little bit of mutton to sell. Alright, 66 pallets of mutton. You don't want to know? I'm sorry to hear that there, KW. Across the highway. There's the deer. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that, KW. Yeah, I'm hoping it gets better for you. I mean, I know I haven't been around as much, and I'm not 100% sure what you're going through, but I hope things clear up, you get feeling better. Who knows? No worries, KW. I appreciate the help. I do. Oh, yeah, Renegade, because he's out there. I know it's red dirt jabbing them, so yeah. Hey, 112 grand for our first load. That's not bad at all. That is not bad. We're going to make some good money off all this meat. Whoa, hey. I tend to I tend to pick on Michael, but I kind of agree with him on this one, KW. I mean, feel free to lurk away, but rest. Yeah, now I do understand that side of it too, KW. Sometimes sitting and dwelling on things that you can't do anything about uh, doesn't help oneself. Loading area is full. All right, another 66 grand. Let's go get some of that money. Yep, I agree. That's why I'm only going probably about another 10 minutes, and I'm calling it a night myself. Go try and get caught up on some sleep. Make sure I don't overdo it. Made some pretty good progress in the last couple of hours. We got our potato crops. Whoa! Got our potato crops off. We got some landscaping done. I've got a lot more landscaping to do, mind you. So we're getting things set up. I need to get back up to the north farm there with my tree with the brucks, so I can get trees cleaned up around what will be the new sugarcane field. Get that laid out. Another 130, or 20 rather. Got at least one more load of mutton to go. Most likely. I'll get the last of the mutton delivered, and then we'll figure out who's out there and Most likely raid boom, but it's a Friday night. I don't think anybody else from the SGA is really going at the moment. Yeah, I might go over to A-Berry if he's still on. That way it sticks in the farm sim realm. Alright. There's another load of mutton. Load number 3. Whoa, traffic. Not paying attention. Not paying attention to the traffic. Yeah, nowadays more like real life, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. Some of the AI stuff that SpaceX has been doing is crazy. Alright, not SpaceX, Tesla. The Tesla AI. I haven't gotten a chance to finish watching the presentation, but their AI day they had last week, they were showing how using the cameras on the Teslas and the images taken from them, they've been able to use um, Unreal Engine to build working models, three-dimensional models of like several city areas down to the potholes in the road. And they've got their I don't remember what the Tesla racks or what the server racks are called. The name is escaping me at the moment, but the server racks that they use have 16 terabytes of RAM per server rack for doing their rendering. Using a modded lowboy in ATS, found it has collision issues. Nice. I wonder if they have a clip of just that part. Uh, um, real. Yeah, I don't know where it was in the actual thing, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's crazy what they were able to do. I just know it took place during the AI day. I don't remember, like, what part of the presentation it was. That's the Tesla bot demo. Software 140. All right, this is a render of an area that they did. See see how it's monitoring all of the lanes with all of the cameras and taking all of these pictures? They put that into a computer and rendered it. And this is what they got. Can you imagine if something like ATS had access to this and was able to input this into their game? I mean, right down to all of the people, the bicycles, all of this stuff. Look at the detail. Even into the rain. Look. Look at this. The fog. And this was all rendered into a computer off of the cameras from Teslas. Even showing the traffic following potential turning lanes based off of what Teslas have driven. So if you're driving down the street in your Tesla and you go straight through here, it tells other Teslas, I can go straight through this intersection. But when they put it into the computer, it adds all of that information in so that the AI takes that into consideration. And look, this is the area they rendered right here to do these. I mean, the details down to the shrubs, the plants, the trees, everything. Shit, this looks better than half the video games I play. They said it took them like a week to render it or something like that. I don't know exactly. Like I said, I haven't finished watching the whole thing, but how crazy is that? Like, I mean, obviously it's probably Unreal 5, but that's pretty nuts. And it was all done through the cameras that are mounted around the Teslas. So while they're driving around and they're recording all that data, that's what they're able to do with it. Just unbelievable what they can do. Hey, we got all of the mutton done now. We'll load the trailer up. We're going to call it a night here. Yeah, I mean, it's insane and awesome all at the same time. If they could give, obviously, I'm sure for, a fee or whatever, but if, like, the ATS crew could get access to that, think of what they could do, how quickly they could build out their states. All right, Montana's coming online next week. It'll be Ohio the week after that, Illinois the week after that. You'd have 2 weeks between states. Just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, exactly. Makes you think what they could manage with uh, stuff down the road. All right, I got 2 raid targets for you, chat. We got Boomhauer, who's playing some construction simulator, and we got A. Barry J, who is on Huron? Huron County 16X, playing some Farming Simulator 22. Which would you guys rather go see, Aberry J? Bad Farmer's having a bad time. Fingers! Mine don't like to type very well either. Or we can go see Boomhauer playing some Construction Simulator. Yep, I get you there, A-Berry. A-Berry's on my mind now. Bad Farmer. Any other votes? No thanks, cheat bucket man. Boing! Oh, I almost made it. Just so you can piss him off somehow. Alright there, KW. Appreciate you coming and hanging out, as always. Alright, coin, coin, coin. I don't have any coins. Oh, there's a coin. We'll flip for it. Heads will raid Boom, tails will raid A-Berry J. As I drop it into my lap and every other thing. Tails. Alright. We'll raid Boom. He is an SGA member. If he weren't online, it would definitely be A-Berry, but we'll go see Boom. Appreciate you all hanging out. Hopefully I'll be online tomorrow sometime for a little bit. Have to see how things go with the errands and stuff tomorrow. But in the meantime, take it easy. Appreciate you all coming and hanging out. Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow. My brain just went, yep, it's time. Brain fried. Have a good night, everybody.